Alright everybody, so first video project I've ever done. I'll see how it goes. Hopefully I don't ramble too much. Basically, my wife used to have a rocking chair when she was a little kid. It needs a little worse for wear. You can see things are coming out a little bit, just need to be glued up. But thinking of redoing it for my son, so we're going to sand it all down, paint it white. You can see the arms really loose. Before I sand it though, I'm going to take it all apart, clean it up a bit. So I'm actually going to remove a lot of the screws and such. So hopefully this comes out nice, but it should. Just a little water damage you can see on the paint. Pretty old stuff, so let's see what we can do. Alright, so I think I'm going to take the chair apart in two parts. Leave the upper half together since it seems like they're pretty much two parts anyway. This way I can be letting the bottom half dry when I put it back together. Mostly went well, except this leg here is pretty damn stubborn. As you can see, it's all old and rotted, so it kind of just broke right off inside. So what I'll probably do, I don't know if you can see that, I'll drill that bit of wood out and end up putting a screw just through the bottom of the chair here and just countersink it so it doesn't scratch whatever it's rocking on. But yep, that's where we are, so we'll continue forward. Alright, so did the first rocker. Paint comes off pretty good. There's little specks of white probably on there, but no big deal. Not sure that I'm actually going to paint the bottom even. I might just leave that bare wood so that if it's rocking on something it doesn't mark up whatever it's rocking on. But overall came out pretty good. There's my hole I gotta drill out and fix. Overall though, pretty happy with this so far, so just gonna keep going. I have a lot left to sand just for the bottom, so that's it. Okay, so another thing I noticed with the Dremel out, maybe kind of hard to film this, but you can kind of see in this hole, maybe not, there was at some point somebody tried to fix this once, you can tell. And there's a bunch of gunk and glue in there. And this leg, where is it? That one doesn't actually sit all the way in like it should. This one here, see how it should go, and it goes all the way to the base, versus that one stops. It's because it's got all this crap. So I'm gonna try and Dremel out all that gunk, looks like glue and God knows what else. Clean it out so that it'll actually fit tight. Okay, so I Dremeled it out. Now you can tell it sits a lot tighter. So that was successful. Whew. Alright, so didn't sand this part up too much. It was mostly good. Get this bar that across. That had a lot of bad paint, but the paint on here was pretty thick on these back legs. I don't know what the heck happened to the front ones, but so really I just hit the spots that needed some treatment. This way, so maybe save myself a little paint so it doesn't soak into the wood so much. So now I'm just gonna glue the bottom back together, get it all reassembled, and let that sit and start making work on the top half. Okay, so got this guy reassembled, glued in. Kind of see what I did to that one leg to fix it. Put a little countersink in there so the screw wouldn't scratch the floor wherever it's at. But squared it up with the previous holes. Looks good. So we'll just let that dry and we'll get started on the top. So for this one, I'm not sure how much I want to take it apart. These arms are really loose though, but I'm afraid of what that'll mean for some of these smaller pieces, so we'll see. I'll start messing with it. Alright, so I actually did take it all apart. Felt like this seat just needed some serious work, and I wasn't going to be able to get in there with the sander the way I wanted to if I didn't take it all off. It's like old tape or something on there, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, should be able to sand this bad boy down and get it back together. Alright, so I've got this thing nice and smooth. Smooth as MDF gets anyway. And I really only knocked the paint off of this. I was going over it with the sander for a while, and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm just taking paint off. So I went over the dowels where there was bad paint and knocked off the bad here, cleaned up some of the gunk. There was tape on one of these. Got that off. So I think I'm gonna get this reassembled, glued, get it back onto that glued, and then this way, once the glue's done, we can paint her up, see what she looks like. Alright, reassembled everything. Looks pretty good. Should be nice and tight now once it's dry. I gotta put in a few more screws, obviously, once these two paps are dry. And, oh, it should be good. I'm worried about this being scratchy still, so I might sand on that a little, even though it's a screw, just to kind of smooth it out. But other than that, should be good in a few hours. Probably put it back together, glue a little more, and then let it sit overnight maybe to paint it. Alright, it's reassembled. No more loose arms. No more loose back. So I'm gonna give the glue the full 24 hours to make sure it's good and cured. But then tomorrow I'll paint it red. Alright. Day 2. Got the first coat of paint on. Goes on pretty good, this paint. You can still, I don't know if you can see on camera, you can still see some of the original pattern on the headboard a little bit, or the headrest, and there's still a little white that's showing through, so definitely do another coat. Probably give it a full day of drying, so finish it off tomorrow, but overall I think it's going to look really good. Alright, day 3, final day. I've got another coat of paint on it, just got to let it dry. Looks pretty good. Hopefully the kiddos enjoy it. Just gotta let it dry and they can play with it, but I think that's it. Thanks for watching.